What's going on, guys? So we all know Honkai Star Rail just came out not too long ago, and I'm a decent way in. Played for a good few hours, and so far I'm really loving it. Like, I'm really loving this game. I really don't have any issues so far, honestly. Um, like everything, I just love. I love like the combat system, like. Hoyoverse, I feel like did really good with the turn-based system that they got. Like, I'm gonna compare this to another turn-based game that I do play a lot on my own time. It's called Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross. A lot of you probably heard of it. A lot of you probably haven't heard of it, but essentially, it's a turn-based game, you know. But it's different on how it works. In Grand Cross, you have 3 characters on the field, a 4th one in the back as a subunit, and with the skills that you use, you kind of get, a random set of cards that you use, and you only get like a certain amount of attacks that you can use and stuff, and like that. You're kind of restricted on how you're gonna play, and it's kind of based on RNG a lot, and that's fine. For Grand Cross, it works. But comparing that to what Hoyoverse has going on here, I really love their turn-based system more. Honestly, it just feels more engaging. Like you're more in the fight, more immersed in it. I don't know. It just feels good. I don't know any way else to describe it but that. It just feels really nice. And all the characters seem really good. I don't really think there's one character in the game right now that's just absolutely bad and you shouldn't even touch. Like, so far, every character that I've used has their own quirks and is really good with that quirk. And yeah, and there's many ways you can build a team, right? I've been playing with my friends. My one team has kind of like a healing kind of team going on, maybe more DPS focus. Another, my other friend has a, kind of counter team going on. His characters are just always counter attacking and doing this and that, and it's pretty crazy. I'm going for like a defense route with, Japar and using his shields and stuff. It's great. I just love how many teams you can make, and it's nice. Just because of how many good characters there are. Again, I haven't ran into a character yet that's just crap. That's just my opinion of them. That they're crap. Maybe it's too soon to say this because, I'm very early game, haven't gotten anywhere close to the end where I can fully level up these characters and see their max potential. Other than that, I love everything else. The sound design's on point. Love the sound effects and music. Music is really good too. The dialogue and commentary and everything, it seems awesome. I'm really engaged with it. The story's pretty intriguing as well. Visuals look amazing, which of course Hoyoverse is notorious for. They love making good visuals. And they definitely prove that with their character ultimates. And it's awesome to see. I love it. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that. I don't know. I could be very biased just because it's a new game and I'm getting away from Genshin, but I don't know. I just love it. Maybe it's just because it's turn-based and it just feels right. Now, more things to go over. It does seem a little more rewarding, but that could just be because it's a fresh new game. But I'm hopeful. Since I'm loving this game so much, I'm feeling very hopeful. There seems to be, a lot of fun stuff to do. Like, they have this, they call it the simulated universe. It's kind of like a flooring system, and that is really kind of fun to do. You can get some rewards, and yeah, just fight some enemies. And also, another thing about enemies, the difficulty. It seems nice. The difficulty in this game seems pretty nice. There are some moments where you do actually have a challenge, which I'm sorry, I'm gonna compare to Genshin. Genshin's issue is everything's too easy, right? And even at the beginning of Genshin, everything seemed kind of easy, but here's the thing. I may think it's a challenge, you know, some things are a challenge now in Honkai. So maybe later down the road, everything is going to be completely brain dead easy once you upgrade your characters to the fullest potential. I honestly hope that doesn't happen because so far I'm really liking the difficulty. So hopefully it doesn't become like that. Because, you know, I had a couple fights where I actually died, surprisingly. Like, I had a couple characters go out, and I was like, oh, damn. Yeah. Speaking of building characters, leveling them up seems very simple and not stress-inducing, like Genshin. Sorry, again, comparing Genshin, but can you really blame me for comparing Genshin? Okay, you know, it's Hoyoverse. Of course, I'm going to compare this game that has a lot of stuff that's like Genshin to Genshin, okay? So don't blame me for comparisons here. I'm not saying Honkai's bad, because I definitely don't think it's bad right now. I actually think this is really good and has some amazing potential. But back on topic, it seems more or less stressful to level up characters. I send it up like twice and it only costs like, I don't know, a few materials. I don't know if it costs insane amounts later down the road. Again, these are just my first impressions, but I like it for now. And also, I know this is for a fact, we don't have to go around collecting a bajillion like plants or something. That alone is a plus. It's just, man, I don't know what else to say other than I'm really thinking this game, like, I'm enjoying my life with this game. I think it's really good right now, and I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. I don't know what else to say, bro. I love it. Everything's so nice. I mean, okay, let's think of some drawbacks. I think the only issue I have right now is the gacha system, right? Hoyo did not change the gacha system whatsoever from Genshin, so it's just your typical, you know, 90 pity, 50-50 thing. And that, unfortunately, is terrible, but yeah. Other than that, I can't really think of anything that I have issues with, really. I'm sure later down the road, when I actually start grinding for other stuff, I'm gonna hate grinding artifacts. You know, me and my friend agreed that that's just a given. All right, anything relic, artifact, farming is just gonna be a pain no matter what. But you know, since it's turn-based game, you could probably put on auto mode and call it a day. Actually, so really, will it be that bad? And another thing, they do have a resin system in here. That is bad. I hate resin system, but it's a gacha game. Gacha games are always gonna have a stamina. You know, some gacha games do it better where you can replenish this stamina like crazy amounts of times where you don't even have to worry about using it up. Like 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, you have a lot of stamina, and once you're done, you can just buy more stamina for simple currency that you will always have. And Hoyo, I don't know. Hoyo really is kind of restrictive on this resin thing. I haven't really had any issues with it yet because I haven't really had to use resin too much. So, later I'll probably hate it. But yeah, I said this game could have some potential. Like, they could, as we know, there's no co-op in the game. You can add friends and have support support characters from your friends to use in farming modes, because from what I know so far, that's the only thing you can use those support characters in. But you can use their support characters and whatnot. That's the only kind of, online stuff you got. Do I think there will ever be co-op? It is possible. There are some people out there that think just because this is a turn-based game, it can't have co-op. You're dead wrong. All right. You can have co-op. It's possible, right? 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross did it. And how they did it is against these things called death matches. They're basically, bosses. You can have your friends join you, or other people in general join you and help you with the boss and farm it together. Now, what Hoyo could do is do that for weekly bosses, right? They could end up doing that for weekly bosses, at some point. Maybe they will add it. I don't know. Honestly, with Genshin, it doesn't have a good history of feedback and listening to the community. So if that's everything we would want and give them feedback for, I don't know if they'll do it. But there's a chance. I wouldn't rule it out. Overall opinion of this game, it's amazing. I'm loving it. Everything has been amazing. Except for that one part with that freaking robot, dude. Everything was fine until that damn robot. Oh man, dude, it was worse than Paimon. I swear. I miss Paimon. I actually had to turn off the voice sound because it was unbearable. I wanted to die. Yeah, but other than that, the game's fine. It's fun. I mean, all this could be biased just because it's a new game, but I don't know. I feel good and hopeful for this game's future, and I do hope a lot of you go check it out. I know a lot of you people didn't want to play this game just because it's turn-based, but I urge you to give it a shot. I really feel like they made it fun, and maybe for some of you it will look confusing, but trust me, it's not as confusing as it looks. You will be able to grasp it. I'm sure you can. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Tell me your experience in the comments. Yeah, thank you for watching. Take care, and of course,
How about you subscribe to Kiro and come back for the